Yes, I promised after the first video to take you through excerpts from my book, Fighting Fibroids, a book where I chronicle my journey, how I prepped for surgery, during the surgery, all that went on in the theater, and how I went through the healing and recovery process, both for myself, my family, and what that meant. All right, let's get down to it. In this chapter titled Developing Cold Feet, after my doctor had said I would need to undergo a hysterectomy, and we had agreed that I would go for a hysterectomy after having lived with fibroids for 19 years, and it was now impeding on my health. I was bleeding often. At night, I couldn't sleep. I could literally feel it moving, in my tummy. My tummy was beginning to get bigger. It was just a whole lot. And so we thought I should go through with it. One thing that was paramount in my mind was that if I had to undergo surgery to remove the fibroids, it had to be done in a safe hospital and by the right doctor. I mean, this is my life we are talking about here. Fibroids removal is a major surgery, so it is natural to be scared and careful about whom you allow to put a knife on you. So I engaged different gynecologists, but I wasn't satisfied. The other thing was that I wanted a private hospital with experienced doctors, someone I could freely express my concerns to as I make this big decision. Money was also an issue that delayed getting rid of the fibroids. As I made inquiries, I knew my option was to do a hysterectomy, a surgical procedure where the fibroids are removed along with the uterus. Since at this time I had begun to experience perimenopausal symptoms and were not planning on having any more babies, we began to think of going for a hysterectomy. Finally, I found a hospital and a nice, experienced doctor, and a date was decided. It was a big decision, and I never thought that a day would come. So many things and concerns ran through my mind. As with any surgery, the fear of what could possibly go wrong weighed heavily on my heart. How did I deal with this? I will share that in my next excerpt reading of Fighting Fibroids. If your doctor has prescribed a hysterectomy or a surgery, whether you are a woman having to undergo this or a spouse that needs to handhold your wife through this process, this book will allay your fears, answer your questions. You will know what to do pre, during, and after surgery recovery. You can get a copy on Amazon, Seller, and on my website, DBCBZB Media. I see you in my next book reading excerpt. Take care of yourself and take care of your health.